For your mayor-elect, Dr. Smith Joseph, the mayor of North Miami, City on the Move.
Last time I stood before you, I also pointed out that the water bill was in fact increased 2 weeks prior to me taking office. Today I come to inform you that in less than 2 months during my government, the second water meter charge was taken out. And it was a collaborative effort in the part of all the council members. And this is a burden that the residents of the city of North Miami do not have to carry anymore. Though I was told many times by some friends and colleagues, because the water bill issue has been one that has been taken into account for years in many campaigns. I was told that it was impossible to ever lower or even stabilize the water sanitation bill. But after many meetings on the subject, I suggested the option, and the council agreed with me to hire a company a few months ago to evaluate the water bill. And as such, a citywide study is in progress to look into the possibility of stabilizing and or reducing the water sanitation bill. Between you and me, folks, and don't tell anybody I said that, things are looking pretty darn good. All I can tell you is to be hopeful, be patient, because help is on the way. Well, I say all this because I consider myself a man of tenacity, a man of persistence. When people tell me that I cannot do things, that is exactly what I'm going to do. That's why the water bill is going to go down with the efforts of the city council members who are with me, who are looking for the benefit of our residents. And when I promise to deliver, I do deliver, because what I do is who I am. And always remember, every day, every second, I do not want to be looked as just the mayor. I want to be looked as your public servant, because I work for you, and I want to work with you, with your advices, with your suggestions. And when things are tough and we do not know what to do, and the decisions are not too easy to make, I will always come to you. I will always come and ask you, the residents, what do you think of a possible project that we may have coming down the pipeline? And your ideas do count. That's why I urge you to come to our meetings, second Tuesday of the month, first Tuesday of the month. Please come and make the business of the city of North Miami your business. During my 6 months in office, I have had the opportunity to survey and evaluate all the departments with the manager and the heads of the departments. We have sat down and we have made many analyses. And as a result, I came up with a list of mayoral initiatives, one of which came to flourishment a few months ago, where we had a business opportunity luncheon. And this is an endeavor that will take place, an activity that will take place on a quarterly basis. Since my inauguration 6 months ago, as you know it, I came into office in November, and our budget is adopted in October. So therefore, all the money was already allocated for certain capital projects. But however, I got to the point where I could secure $500,000 for capital improvement projects citywide. Because I am your mayor, my projects are not limited to District 1, 2, 3, or 4. My projects are citywide because that's what I was elected for. All 4 districts. I've had the opportunity of going to Washington, D.C., to the White House, sat down with the General Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary of HUD, the Vice President, Mr. President, and I've had the opportunity to express the frustrations of the residents of the city of North Miami when it comes to housing. Because, you know, we have a housing stock which is very old. It is dated back in the 60s and 70s. So therefore, we do need every help that we can get from the Department of Housing so that we can bring North Miami to the 2015 era. I have also had the opportunity to go to Tallahassee and represent you in front of the state senators, state representatives who are elected in our district. And I must tell you that they did sit down to listen to me, to my manager who accompanied me, along with some other staff members. I must tell you that things are looking pretty good because the people that you elected to act on your behalf, we are doing just that. I have had the opportunity to also share my vision for the city of North Miami. You see, my vision is pretty clear. I've always been a very easy man, easy to understand. But sometimes my wife says she cannot understand me, I don't know why. That's why she could never go to medical school, she went to law school. You're supposed to clap. My vision for our great city on the move is very clear. I simply would like to see a North Miami with a more robust economy to create jobs for the very people who need them. We are in the process of revamping the system to establish a more transparent government. Believe me, that is being done as we speak. We should also aim at building a newer and a more modern North Miami so we can compete for investors and tourist dollars. I also would like to see a North Miami which is more active with some nightlife into it. We have to change North Miami. We have to change North Miami from being a drive-through city to become a destination city. I totally understand that all that cannot be done without a better organized and more efficient code enforcement department. We need to develop a system that will increase compliance to the city codes on the part of the business owners as well as the residents. That we have to do if we want a more beautiful city. And that is why, after I took office, I took the initiative to visit and shake hands with the individuals who conduct business in our city, as well as the residents. I must tell you as well that I am a mayor who drives throughout our streets, our corridors, our alleys. I drive in alleys that most of you probably don't even know. I do it so that I can stay connected with the people and identify some problem areas. A few months ago, I was driving eastbound on 6th Avenue Northeast. I suddenly noticed an old, unkept apartment building on between 144th and 145th Street. I stopped and I proceeded to enter the building. I could not believe that any local government could allow a businessman to operate like this guy was operating. The building was filthy. The building had every code violation in the city's book. Only to find out a few days later that the landlord had thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of violation, of fines. And this has been ongoing for years. That is unacceptable in the city of North Miami, and I will not allow that to continue under my watch.